What's up, everyone? Aaron Chat's back again for another edition of Endless Sky. That's right, Endless Sky. It's been like a month since I played this game. I got sick. I tried out Cubic Odyssey. Kind of interesting. Might probably pick that back up. But yeah, let's get into this. There's been no new content, but I am still in Avgi space. I was also told to go up to Yahai in the high space and visit the shipyard. So we'll probably do that soon. But I want to figure out what's going on into Avgi space. I'm not sure if I actually cleared everything just yet. So we'll see. I just want to do a couple of missions. Just to make sure nothing in the spaceport. So we're just gonna go around a little bit. Somebody asked me about the Avgi engines and what I thought of them and how to get them. So how you get them is you actually have to purchase a ship that you can purchase. An engine will come onto it, and then you can scrap it and get the engine off of that ship. So until you can get the license to buy the equipment, it's a little Easter egg, I'd say. Actually, that was the creator. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. The creator of the Avgi storylines said, "Hey, that's how you can test out the engines." And the engine uses fuel. So as I'm using this engine, it's using fuel, but I have so much RAM scoop on my ship, it doesn't really matter. So that's the caveat. And again, if you see my ship here, I have this anomalous mass too, which I think lowers the effective actual mass of the ship. It makes it go faster. It seems to make the ship more agile in some way. I don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty cool. So that's the use of anomalous mass, which I just picked up. Alright, anyway, let's go do this thing over here. I also really like the lasers. I like the effects. And I was complaining, I remember I was complaining before about when new stuff is added to the game and they add these new attributes and stuff, but it kind of makes sense that each race of beings would have different types of technology, so they wouldn't be necessarily compatible. So when I was complaining about how the Korath now have burn type of damage, and I said, well, why don't the plasma cannons have burn damage instead of just heat damage? Kind of makes sense. They have it's a different technological basis of things. So it really does make sense. Spaceport, job board, okay, we gotta go. Alright, let's go to that whatever thingy. So speckled turret, I'm not really, feeling. The green optical laser, very cool. Very cool. How much? I have 0 outfit space free. I have one of these guys. And I think it's good. I don't remember if it's good. I have an anomalous shield restorer. Which I think is pretty good. All this anomalous stuff I think is very good. So this is the Spark Fusion Torch, and they have the bigger ones. And not that one. Well, it's not here, but I forgot about. There's so many storylines of things. Got the successor storyline still to do. I still want the Coalition. I don't know what's going on with that. I hope that comes out soon. I want to get those Heliarch ships. Look at how fast I'm going. But yeah, let's get those Heliarch ships going. Spaceport, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And again, these people, nuclear missiles, totally good to go. They're like, yeah, well, whatever. They're like, that's just a weapon type. It's no better or worse than any other weapon type, basically. Which, you know, kind of makes sense. Alright, let's, I don't know if we actually saw everything. And... yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to go down here. I'm not sure. I'm still... you're not going to get me to be a fan of the disappearing systems. At all. And I know it was explained to me in one of the comments about why. I don't like it. At all. Here we go. Here we go. As the dockyard worker helps you to top off the superior personal ship's fuel, you hear her mutter, incredulation. We're directed to give the alien free fuel while the rest of us are bleeding out of the eyes for every drop of D. Oh no. But I can get back, so it's not like... so there's a little bit of, you know, little bit stuff going on here. Ram scoop 90. 90 ram scoop. And fuel generation. This generates fuel per second. So that's interesting. So fuel generation and a ram scoop. Wait a second. So let's see here. Let's see here. So this one will generate fuel, period, and it has ram scoop. Mass 9. See, I didn't realize that the first time. This is 4 ram scoop, 7 outfit space. 9 with fuel generation and a ram scoop, but it has solar heat and it consumes energy, so it's always a trade-off. It generates more heat with delayed shield. I can't remember all this stuff. Huh. So interesting. There's like, how do you do balancing in the game? I don't know. I mean, I just want the best ship possible and the best equipment possible. So balancing for me is not that important right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the challenge, you know. I think of a lot of games, the early and mid is like really good, and then, you know, late game starts to get kind of bland. So I've been replaying Valheim, and I never actually went to the Mistlands since the Mistlands update, and I know there's the Ashlands update. So I started playing it again, and it's fun. It's very fun. But the problem is that the progression gets out of whack at a certain point, where like you have so much health and so much stamina that like it doesn't even matter, because you're always basically, you go into like the Mistlands, right? And I had, let me just figure out how to get out of here. And I had, you know, padded armor and stuff, and seemed okay to me. And I had bone mass's power, and most of the actual creatures in that area do like blunt, I think, or pierce damage, and the Gajals there do fire damage. But like, honestly, the best, what I didn't realize when I played the game the first time is dodging is so effective, and being agile in the game is so effective. So if you play Valheim, learn how to dodge, learn how to parry, because that's where you're actually gonna survive pretty well. Because otherwise, you have to soak up damage, and like as you get to the later biomes, those creatures pack a punch, and you might get a couple hits. Let's see what's going on here. So teach your own. I think I've soaked many, many more hours into Valheim. Pick up this anomalous mass because why not? And it's a fun game. And you know what? Something tells me I'm going to go back to No Man's Sky as well. What I found, what I actually started doing too was like playing on my Steam Deck attached to my TV and playing it like a console. And it's fun. It's fun being able to just sit down and do it rather than like be at the computer and do it. So you have to like, it's you just have to figure out how you can like sort of veg out sometimes because life's hard a lot of times. You gotta like figure out how to just like unwind, unplug a little bit, recharge, reset. I don't see anything. I can't capture this ship either. So now I'm going to destroy the ship. Got a lot of anomalous mass here, which is good, because anomalous mass is good. Yeah, they'll figure that out. Okay. Let's go land on this planet anyway. So I'm curious, if anybody's watching, which I know a lot of you do, and I appreciate it. And again, hit that subscribe button. I might try that Nave game, the one that's also a EV-like game, like Endless Sky is, afterwards, because, like, honestly, every time that I run out of the content in this game, I have to, like, pause, because I don't want to just, like, dick around in the game, because then it gets kind of boring, and, I don't want it to get boring. So I might try Nave, or I might try, more Cubic Odyssey, or maybe go back to not Endless Sky, to No Man's Sky. We'll see. I don't know. Depends. Very, very curious. What are you playing out there? What are you playing? That's what I'm curious. It's funny I go back to like older games a lot. Like Valheim, I think was released 6 years ago, maybe more than that. It's fun, and they keep releasing updates. I don't even think they're done. I think they have to do. Oh, I forgot to do a. I think they have to do. The last biome is the Deep North. And once they're done with that, I have to go all the way down there. No, I want to go over here. Let's go over here and see what's happening here. That's cool looking. Look at that. The ships in here are kind of cool. They have like rotating stuff. Yeah. I mean, that game, Valheim, is super old now. Not even super old, like... As you attempt to land, your sensors warn you of approaching pod of aberrant over the horizon, intent on destroying anything that approaches or tries to launch from Amathil. It seems you have to fight if you want to land here. Guess what's happening? Boom. I will fight. Kill that. I'll take all the anomalous mass and figure out what to do with it. Kill that. I'll take all the. I like the way that the engines actually sound. Boo! Although I like the Gegno engines a lot. The warbling. That's the warble sound. There's nothing in the spaceport. Jab board, nothing's going on there. We're just going to keep going. Yeah, whatever. There's a lot of them. Wow, there's a lot of them. Still good. Why is my one ship not here? Where's this guy? I'm confused. Are they stuck in this area? Didn't even notice that. Ugh, I gotta go all the way back, rescue them because they're dumb. Alright, let's do this. Come on. Yeah, it's great. Now I gotta go rescue wherever these idiots are. Okay, check the spaceport, nothing's going on there. Now I gotta go find where these idiots are. They must be here. Oh, okay, now they're actually coming. So it's like the lane didn't even exist. So I have to wait for all my stuff to come. Virtuous shores. Okay. Not much though. Look at their ship style. It's so weird looking. Oh no, I don't want to land there. Alright, let's go land here and actually say, there we go. Now they're all back. Okay. Fuel platform. Optical jamming. Anti-missile. I don't get what this drop-off modif... Okay. Why doesn't this one have the same thing? Either way, I like it. I like the green lasers a lot. I think they're cool. Alright, let's go back to over here. A blob. I think we went... Let's go to soar. As you tend to land, your sensors warn you of an approaching pod of aberrant over the horizon, intent on destroying anything that approaches or tries to launch from still at crest. I'll have to fight. Oh no, I'm fighting. Man, looks like you're dead. You're dead. Looks like that guy's dead. Where are those green lasers going? Kill them all! Oh my god. I'm gonna go up here and kill this guy. Now we should be able to land. Alright, good. We've done it. Is there anything going on at the spaceport? No, there's not. Job board. Nothing's going on. All right. Let's proceed.